You are listening to Season 2 of The Diary of a Wannabe Writer, the short and often daily podcast in which I chronicle my life and attempt to be a writer by writing daily. Sometimes. Hello, today is Saturday the 22nd of February 2025. You are listening to The Diary of a Wannabe Writer, and unfortunately I've got no writing done today, and there's a very simple reason for this. I slept abominably last night, so I dozed for a little longer than I should have done yesterday, so I had about 5 or 6 hours doze after I got back from work, and I normally like to limit it to about 3 or 4. And the knock-on effect of that was when I did go to bed, and I went to bed about 1 o'clock because I knew I had some sleep in the day and I wouldn't sleep straight away, or I wouldn't sleep normal time, but I was still awake at 5 a.m, which was ridiculous. But there were a couple of things I needed to do today, and some bits I had to prepare for, I had to prepare for it as well. So I couldn't, I'd set my alarm for midday just in case. But I didn't want to be up that late. And also, I had another vintage Lego set arriving today, and it's the 926 Classic Command Base one. I think it was the very first space Lego set in the what we now call the classic space Lego era, because it's definitely the first one that uses the big moon crater base plate that was used in Lego, and I think it might be the first one with the Spaceman minifigures in it, because the actual space logo, the little sort of arrow going around a moon thing, is actually stickers on this particular set, and I think from every set after that they were printed onto the Spaceman's chest, but on this particular version it was a sticker. But anyway, so I've got that, and it was the one from that era that I never had as a kid. I absolutely I'm so pleased. As soon as I got the email confirmation that was coming, I really would have been very peed off if I'd missed that arriving. So I basically got up at about 8 o'clock, had some coffee, watched some TV, and waited for it to arrive. And when it arrived, I built it straight away, and it's gorgeous. I'm such a sad man. So that was that. And then I did want to do some writing, but as I say, I'm very tired. I'm getting to the point, it's only 7 o'clock as I record this, and I've been doing little tasks and stopping halfway through going, what do I need to do now? And having to really think about it. So I'm really glad I'm not working. But the other thing that I've got done today is I've actually recorded the podcast already for the 28th of February, which is a week yesterday. So the final one of the month, because that's the day that my friend, the author T.G. Campbell's book, which is number 7 in the Bow Street Society series, and it's called The Case of the Fatal Flaw. That's the day it's released. And what I've done is recorded a little interview with her, which will be on the podcast on Friday. So the podcast, instead of being 6 or 7 minutes long, it's more like 15 minutes long on this occasion. And it's funny because Tani is the only voice that's ever been on this before. I think she was in episode 2 last year, way back when, and she'll be in the one that comes out on Friday the 28th of February. And it's a nice little interview to talk about the book, and we also talk about how she's influenced my writing style. So that's nice. And what's also nice is we recorded. So basically, the interview, although it presents as in one go, there is a longer version of the interview, which is going to be going onto Tani's YouTube channel. So I think you just search on YouTube for Bow Street Society, and that interview is about half an hour, whereas the version that's going to appear on my podcast and indeed on my YouTube channel will be just under half that length. So I've been sort of pottering around editing that today, because that's easier than actually having to physically write. But of course this does mean that I'm sort of last chance saloon territory kind of for finishing it, because I've now got 3 more days where I'm not working this month, and I think I probably could finish it in one day. I haven't got that much left to write. I have simplified a few moments, so really there's just a few big scenes left to write. I'm going to have, I don't need to enumerate them, but I don't have that many scenes left to write. So if I sat down and concentrated, I could probably I wouldn't be doing much else tomorrow, but I probably could do it tomorrow. And that would be lovely, because then that leaves me 2 days to do my editing, which would then mean that then it's done. So and that takes me up to and including the 26th, let me just get that right, 22nd, 23rd, 24th, so 25th, that's right, the 25th, because 26th and 27th, I'm working, and I've got 6 flights in 2 days with a night stop in the middle in Manchester. Those are very long days. I'm probably not going to write in either of those. And then on the 28th itself, I'm flying to New York again. And you probably wouldn't have got a podcast that day normally, because it's an early start. I definitely won't be doing any writing, or if I do, it'll be after midnight by the time I get to the hotel in New York. So, I wouldn't be able to do it on that day itself. So instead of not getting anything, as I say, it is the release date of Tani's book. So you will get that nice little interview, in which we talk about, as I say, we talk about the book and her writing process. So that's me today. Hopefully I'll have something a little better to report tomorrow. Thank you for listening, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
You have been listening to The Diary of a Wannabe Writer. For more information about what I'm writing, go to linktr.ee/Richard Writes, capital R, capital W, where you can find details of my website and social media. I may see you there.